All right, let's look at the homework 4.1, problem number 4. All right, so let's find the critical numbers of this following function here. All right, so first we have to think about its domain. Because of the 1/4 power, so that's the equivalent to 4th root of t, right? Which means that we have to make sure that the t is non-negative. So the domain of h is going to be, so I'm going to just say d sub h. So it's going to be non-negative. So 0 is okay, and everything above that's fine. All right, so let's find the derivative. H prime of t. Right, so this is going to be equal to, right, put the 3/4 in front and keep the t and subtract 1 from the power, so that would be -1/4, right? And then you have a -6, right, and put the 1/4 in front, so it's going to be 6/4, right? Then you have a t and subtract 1 from the power, so -3/4. Right? So we have that. And then let's see, what we have is, let's see what's in common. You can see that 3/4, let's pull that out. All right? Then I'm going to write this guy as 1/t to the 1/4. Right? Then if you pull out the 3/4 from -6/4, so you're going to have 2 over, right, t to the, right, since it's a negative power, I'm going to put it on the bottom, so you have 3/4 power. All right, then I'm going to take the common denominator. So in this case, I want to get to t to the 3/4 power. So I'm going to multiply this guy by t to the 2/4, and then multiply top by t to the 2/4. All right, that way we're going to have 3/4. All right, then the denominator is t to the 3/4. Right? Then you have t to the 2/4 is going to be 2 to the 1/2 power, so it's just going to be square root of t. Right? And this is going to be -2. All right, so I'm going to set this derivative equal to 0. All right, then you can get, let's see, we can just make square root of t is equal to 2. Or we can probably say set that numerator equal to 0. And then we can just add 2 to both sides. Then you have a square root of t is equal to +2. Then we can get rid of the square root by squaring both sides. So we have a t is equal to 4. All right, so that's one kind of critical number. And the other kind would be here. 0 is actually in the domain of the original function, but h prime of 0. So since h prime of 0 is undefined, and which makes t equals 0 another critical number. So this is a critical number as well. So 0 and 4 are critical numbers. So let's type it in. So we have 0 and 4. Oops, actually, I didn't type in 0 and 4. All right, so submit for testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.